Hey everybody, Sam here.
And Angela, and welcome to our channel.
If we look tuckered and dirty, it's because we're tuckered and dirty.
We are. We've been working hard today.
We have. In today's video, we're going to be taking you guys along quite the journey that spans a couple of months as far as getting water on our homestead.
Let's go.
Where we live, they have county water. So think of city water, but all the way out in the county, which is really cool. First thing to do was to place on our property at the road frontage where we want the county to install the water tap. We are thinking we're gonna put a home right here behind us somewhere. So we just went for a straight line from where we're gonna probably put the house site to the road. And I drove in a T-post and painted it bright blue. The county gives you a little flag on a wire, but given the property type that we're dealing with, we still have the soybeans here. There's a lot of tall grasses. I didn't want that to get lost, or any kind of communication or confusion or mix up, or them not to be able to find it when they come out and do the water tap. So sunk $6 of a T-post in the ground here with some paint, and I know that is going to be great. They are going to see that, and they'll know where we want our water tap. At this point, it's just a matter of waiting for them to get it scheduled. They will work us into their books, come out, tie it in, and call us when it's done. So we'll see you guys whenever that day happens. Estimated timeline is 4 to 6 weeks, give or take 4 to 6 weeks. See you then. It has been a couple of months since I last talked with you guys. You guys saw the situation with the water tap. The soybeans are long gone. They have been harvested, which is awesome. And as you saw from a little bit of footage here driving up the excavator, we've kind of got a pretty nice little stand of grass.
We do.
This is not the area that's been reseeded, although that is happening today. So we'll shoot a little bit of film and let you guys see that. This is just natural, I don't know, grass from the field. So we're happy.
Mainly wild onion grass, because you can smell it when you go walking through it.
Yes, you do smell it. So I've got the excavator up here at the road, right where our water tap is installed. We have flagged it out and made a beeline from point A to point B, and we're going to, as best we can, just trench a straight line from the tap all the way back to where the camper is going to go. In our area, the frost line is around 12 inches or so. However, I'm probably going to dig this down about 2 feet, so we have plenty of room above the water pipe, so we should never ever hit it, have problems with frosting, any issues at all. Might as well take advantage of the machine being able to dig deeper and just go for it. Ideally, it would be good to have a large trencher for this type of job, but we are double dipping the chip of this excavator rental. We have cut in our driveway today. We've been digging out the pond a little bit, so that's why we have this machine for this job. It's overkill for the trench for a water line, but it is one rental paying us multiple different ways on projects.
Multitasking.
Multipass. I guess it's time to set you guys up and start digging, and hopefully I can keep this thing lined up.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
I'm gonna need your help.
Okay.
I'm gonna go crooked. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the blue T-post that we have here at our water meter since we're getting ready to dig around this whole area. Thought it was gonna be easier than that. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull the cap off of our water meter and carefully dig next to it, although I'm not gonna get right up on it because I don't want to destroy this at all. So we'll start here, work our way back.
I thought that was plastic.
The lid?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Staying on track okay?
It looks like it. Isaac thought I was pulling out all the paint flags, so I pulled the ones out for the water line. We fixed it. So this stuff, this clay, is like as smooth as marble. It is absolutely incredible. It's not wet, and you can like rub it and it doesn't come off on your fingers. We are pretty deep here, and it's actually kind of cool to see a stone there as well.
About, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half later, and we have finished trenching from the road back here to where we were pretty sure it's the end of the line. So Angela is heading out now. You can barely see her out there. She's going over to our camper to get some tape, because next thing we're going to do is get out this really large water line, put some tape on the ends of it, and lay it out in the trench. So that was pretty easy. Thanks to my brother Adam. He's got his John Deere tractor out here. He was able to backfill a little bit, hold that pipe in place. We have got plenty of excess stuck up here at our water meter or water tap. It's kind of 2-in-1. It's where it connects to the county. Now we get to go scuttle through this trench 300 feet down all the way back to the Jeep. Let's hope we have plenty of pipe and plenty left over. But we'll see. See you guys at the other end.
I wish I could drive this.
What we've got here is a man, his trench, and his SDR 9.
Just me and some pipe.
Laying the pipe, son. Doing great.
Just a happy little pipe layer. I'm glad this trench is 2 feet wide at this point.
Look at this. Looks like somebody understood the assignment.
Whew. All right. Doing the old. All right, I've got here my older brother Adam. He is the one with the John Deere giant bucket, and I'm about to elicit your services, I guess.
Sounds good. I'm here.
We got the pipe laid, so now we get to cover up all that work we did. We'll go ahead and let him start filling from here at the road. I need to go on down to the end of the trench and dig maybe another 12 feet worth. We'll get as much run out of this water line as we can, and yeah, see what we can get done.
Sounds good.
Gatorade bottle.
Oh, it was part of the water line.
No, they stuck it over the pipe.
Oh.
Okay. Alright, I've got an assortment of adapters. I picked this up from the local plumbing supply store out here. Not like Lowe's or Home Depot, like professional plumbing. They gave me all the stuff I needed. We're going to be stepping up from a 3/4 inch brass pipe right here at the water tap or water meter. Again, it's like 2 in 1. And then it's going to step up to the 1 inch CTS blue pipe that we have. So you see a step up adapter, a little nipple thread, and then the actual fitting itself that goes on the blue pipe as well. I'm going to go ahead and start loading this up with pipe dope or thread paste, thread sealant, and So I used the oscillating cutoff tool to cut through this pipe. It is really thick wall, which is good. It's nice to see that. And so I'm now using a utility knife to clean up the burrs and clean up the edges around it as well. The type fitting you get for this, I was told, is a single-use fitting. You cannot crimp it down, take it off, and redo it. So I'm going to be very careful that we get it right the first time, because these fittings are very expensive. Large brass fittings. Mucho money. Here's a look at the fitting that goes on the pipe. It slides over, and there is this rubber O-ring with brass spring assembly there. And then you have a stainless steel thimble that goes inside to keep the pipe wall from being crushed. So that is it. That's how we're going to put this together. Now we'll fish it down here and thread it up. You don't put thread tape on this because that black rubber O-ring that's in this collar seals everything up. I don't think you're going to break any laws if you do that, but that's the reason why you're not seeing me put any thread tape on there. So in theory, that's it. We're going to go on down to the end of this water line, take off the cap, probably come back up, turn it on, and flush the line and check this for leaks. We're down here at the end of our water line. I'm going to go ahead and put on the fitting on this pipe, and we're going to be attaching a frost-free hydrant for now. That way we have water supply here. We're going to be setting up our camper and everything, and that's going to work good enough for now. It gives us water here on our property, and then from here, when we get the house and we get to do all that stuff, this will be where we junction off and can address things there. Just like up at the water tap, we've got a handful of adapters and reducers to go from this 1-inch to the 3/4 inlet of our frost-free hydrant. We also have an elbow that I'm going to put into place so that the water line turns and goes straight up the hydrant. Almost there. Trying to get it twisted and lined up to where when it lays in the trench, it's pointing straight up. Cool. Oh, I'm getting covered. We don't have any paper towels.
Don't rub it on your face.
I mean, on my
or
shirt.
Your clothes.
What am I going to do? I'm covered. What am I going to do with it? About took that in the face, stepped on the pipe and it went pfft.
You think it's a frog or a toad?
It's a little bit smooth, so I think frog.
I don't know.
He's
I'll have to
cute.
look him up.
I couldn't see him at first.
Where'd you find him?
On like a log I was playing with. He was blending in with the dirt.
Cool.
He's a cute little guy.
Yeah, he is. Make sure he doesn't pee on you.
He hadn't peed yet.
Okay.
All right, pointing straight towards the woods. Good. All right, let's turn some water on. Oh my gosh, look at that thing go. All right, good. The meter turned on, spun like a county fair ride, but it stopped, which is good. Let's go back down there and see if we have water. You guys ready? See if we have water. See if I take an inadvertent shower. Nice.
Now
awesome.
you get to stand in mud.
Yep, now it's time to get out of the mud. Great. That's the secret of a frost-free hydrant. That little drain hole is draining the standpipe, getting all the water out of here, keeping it down below the soil where it stays nice and above freezing. All right, now it's time to backfill this thing.
First gravel.
We got a bag of gravel. I'm gonna put it down here around this weep hole and everything. That way there is plenty of room for the water to drain out as we turn this off, and we don't have any clogs or any problems. Up close. All right, in addition to this, we need to grab a T-post so we can anchor it down here, tie it to it, and really make it rock solid so we don't ever mess this up. Sweet. All right, let's clamp her up. So I put 2 stainless steel pipe clamps or hose clamps around the T-post and the hydrant. This is going to act as cheap insurance to make sure these things stay locked, good and tight, stable, and hopefully we won't have to repair or fix this thing not long after installing it. Now it is all done, so it is time to go ahead and backfill this, and we are so close to being done with our water supply. Look pretty good? Mm-hmm. All right, why don't you go ahead and drive this up to the road. I'll follow you.
Okay.
You remember how?
I'm ready to work.
All right, put your control lever down. All right, you got your tracks. Go for it. Oh wait, throttle up, little knob. It's a little twisty dial right there. You gotta twist it all the way to the right.
So, driving the excavator was lots of fun. I really like driving excavators. especially ones this size. They're lots of fun to drive.
Awesome. Next time, maybe you'll get to do some scooping.
Ooh.
So it took 2 days worth of work, but we finally have water here on our property. And given it wasn't 2 solid days worth of work, we trenched the main water line and installed the pipe, probably about 2 hours total. Then we played in the woods with the excavator for most of the time. And then we finished installing the hydrant and everything this evening.
So we got a lot of work out of the excavator while we had it, which we got its money worth.
Definitely.
Which is awesome.
Definitely.
But I think we need to get one again later.
Yeah. I think we should just, I don't know, maybe
Buy
one will
one.
just plop. I don't want to buy one, but I'd take one. You know, all the benefits, not the cost.
Yes.
I'm sure Elijah would love it.
Yes.
And then, oh my goodness, the stuff we can get into if we have one.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. So we are really lucky in the area where we live that they supply county water. There is not like city water. We're not in the city limits out here. But in this area in Tennessee, everyone in the county has access to public water. And that is awesome. Our total cost was $950 for the tap. Another, we'll say $700 for the water line. And then the rental, we'll say we used, I don't know, $150. That is so much cheaper than a well.
Yes.
Drilling a
most
well
definitely.
is like writing a blank check, and I hated it. We did one where we live now, and it was $6,000. And it's like, well, you might get water. Either way, we're getting your money. So this kind of scenario is so much better. We definitely like it.
And I know, set up right off the bat, if the power goes off, or if you don't have power, you still have water.
Yeah.
So that's one benefit we're looking forward to as well.
Yeah, definitely. Not that there are not benefits of having your own kind of water supply and doing it on your own. Absolutely there are. But this is also a benefit. It's kind of nice to be part of society and infrastructure occasionally. Modern conveniences are kind of convenient.
But out in the country.
Yes, definitely.
Well, guys, thanks for coming along. We will see you guys next time on one of the homesteads.
See ya.
Bye.
I gave you the privilege of being the first one to turn on the official water tap.
And make
faucet.
some mud.
Make some mud, yep.
Here we go. Woo! That is a lot of pressure. That's good for our house, though. Let's fill that hole in a little bit.
Where we live, they have county water. So think of city water, but all the way out in the county, which is really cool. Car. The day has arrived to finally start digging in our water tap to install the trench, and that's just totally wrong. Make sure we show my eyes.
Really?
I think we're going to go down to the end of the pipe now and do some work down there, but yeah.
That's awesome.
It is awesome, and so much cheaper than if we had to have. Yep. Dirty. Hang on. Follow me around. I'm looking for good lighting. I need all the help I can get.
Day.
We have this video.
And,
oh, who's talking?
You.
Me? Go for it. And?
I just said you. You said me? Okay.
Okay.